Good day, ladies and gentlemen, good day. I wasn't planning on streaming, but I decided to go ahead and see what the hell. I haven't streamed in a while, and I'm playing this, so I decided to stream. I didn't go into work today. Wasn't feeling too hot. I was up all night, praying to John. Didn't get no sleep. So, I called out. So here I am. And, I didn't feel like playing Last of Us 2 because I want to play this. I don't get to play this much, and I wanted to play it, so here I am. And I figured I'd share my gameplay, if anyone wants to watch me play. Making me a second cup of coffee. Now that I've started my stream, now Mother Nature's calling. Perfect timing, Mother Nature. I think Mother Nature hates me. No. What you wagging your tail at, mister? Huh? What you wagging your tail at, mister? Huh? What you doing? What you doing, big man? Huh? What you doing, baby? Hmm? Are you wanting to go outside? Is that it? You can go outside? Yeah? Go sniff around, bark at people? Bark at strangers? Be back in there in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I am preparing me a cup of coffee. And I may let my dog outside because he's giving me those eyes that he wants to go outside. Then, I may have to take a small bathroom break. Which didn't hit me till a moment ago. What you doing, big baby? What you doing, big man? I know you're bored. I know, baby. I know, big guy. Playing my white mage. His name's Master Thunder. I'm level 53. Doing a quest called The Intercession of Saints. Okay. Some bad guys stole some things from this cart, and they sent me out here to investigate while the evidence was still fresh. I got my chocobo companion helping me out. Gonna have Lee Company coming out to my house later today to work on my water, because water valve broke. and I don't have the experience or the know-how to fix it, so I'm kind of stuck. Did it say Jack? Why does it say Jack? Did I name my bird Jack? I wish I could change his skills to defender and not healer. Good thing this water's only like ankle deep. I did name my bird Jack. That's cool. I forgot I did that. I thought you could expect other people's characters. Oh well. It must be above, I guess, because I don't see where to go. Maybe it's, yeah, in here. You've come back to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims were, we marked them as lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them. One stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl. I thought, some poor lost lamb in her search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same. Else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words he couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then she sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was a red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead. and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't... I mean, they haven't killed me, so I just laid still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Shiva! It's one awesome guardian. If you are PvP oriented, you can play White Mage and choose an optional ability that is Protect, 20% reduction for 10 seconds or something. Scholar and Astrologem, they are the shield healing classes. Scholars and Astrologems. A friend of mine on Discord put the abbreviation, I didn't know what that was, for Scholars and Astrologems, and I was like, what? What? What you saying? What you say, girl? I don't understand. Alright, give me a moment. I've got to go to the bathroom real quick. Yeah, baby. Alright, guys, sorry about that. Mother Nature was calling and I ran into some issues, which I will not elaborate. The inappropriate. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? It seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple this to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of... I'm probably going to butcher this. Enchiridion? Master Alphanod? Enchiridion? Shiva was a traitor to Keith and Ken, an apostate who lay down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know the Isidran scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh, no. It all makes sense now. Lord Hashifant, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall do inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Hashinfort. Probably butchering that too. You would agree to that discretion of a paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphanod. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to the Brethren of Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you. Though I am sure you would not miss this for the world. The persistent attacks on the caravan seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind the attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Maniplia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of crystal braves to assist us. As of you, Master, pray join me in Whitefern Front. Since the incident of Snowcloak, the Knights of the House Donadea have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they will have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillamont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there. Then good? Then good. So many quests. Ugh. No. No. Oh. Oh. Popped my neck. Felt good. A little dragon looked like it was fighting. That's cool. I never really noticed that before. What's going on, viewer? How are you this fine day? Trying to level my chocobo. Fighting some random enemies. Ooh. Oh. killed me? Damn, I thought I'd be able to take that thing on easy. I thought wrong. Man. Man, that thing knocked me down like one hit. It's in, bitch! Bless me. no problem. I just randomly decided to stream today since I didn't go into work. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am just playing around on this. I played hooky from work today. Well, not intentionally, but not feeling well this morning at all. That's why I didn't go in. Excuse me. I burped. The Scions of the Seven Dawn wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Dulamont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the square who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to Whitebrim for front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. 'Twould be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Amric. And so it begins, my friend. Though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration, Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves at the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Dulamont has one in mind. Dun dun dun! How are you today, Mr. McInerney? Mr. Ryan? These must be the heretics. The stolen goods. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Nice boots. I want a pair of those myself. My lady, everything has been accounted for. Is there aught else you would have us do? Pray speak, and it shall be done. Lick my boots, you servant. Yes, my liege. Man, it's taking forever to hit the 54. Daystar Solarettes. It seems as though we are always one step behind our quarry, ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but yet it could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guillermain. We have not. The mystery of how the heretics remain undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts. As yet the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in Whitebrim front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, it will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon. At which point we must report to Sir Jean Tremont in the yard. Jean Tremont. Jean Tremont. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere, simply watch and listen. I have seen it to that the suspect knows nothing we could endanger our plans. Oh, here, yeah, reselling him later. Oh, la 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 la. Ah, I was like, where do I go? Where do I go? I don't know. I do not know this. 1 o'clock. I'm going to be starting a new job, hopefully soon. In a few weeks. It's probably going to be near the end of July. The suspected heretic leads to the north-southwest gate. I can't say anything on Facebook yet because one of my friends, she's the assistant security director at my job, and I don't trust her enough not to say anything to my coworkers or my boss. Accused Knight. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I felt it coming in the evening of this time, and I sing horribly. I'm not gonna quit my day job. I woke up this morning and I was just like, about an hour and a half before I was supposed to be there. I was like, man, I do not want to go to work today. Hey! Hey! Where the settled hells are you? I'm freezing my balls off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the... Bloody echo, lower your voice, or they'll hear us in white-rimmed front. Yes, yes, of course. The temple knights are mumble, mumble, mumble in Snowcloak. This is what you bringing me? We already knew about mumble, mumble, mumble. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels, mumble, mumble, dead before they know what's happening. Nonetheless, mumble, mumble, if you waste my time again, is that clear? Mumble, mumble. Mumble, mumble, it's your mumble. I think my wife is done with the animal shelter. Hello? No? Hello? That was weird. I got a phone call, but then no one said anything. I don't usually answer numbers I don't recognize on my phone, but since I have a guy from the lead company coming out here around, I'd say 2 hours and 10 minutes from now, or 13 minutes from now, I had a thought maybe that was him or her. It could be a woman. I've never seen a woman repair a person before, but somebody from lead company is coming out to my house to work on to replace a water valve that I have no clue how to do. But I mean, I'm 90% sure it's going to be a man, but you never know. It could be a woman. It could be a midget, which I hope not, because it'd be hard to reach. I'd have to move the dryer out of the way, and then they would have to bring a stepping stool in here. But could be a 2-foot tall midget woman. You never know. Could be anybody. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? Yes, pears and oranges. I'm just kidding. I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could have heard those words more clearly. Yet the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem that the heretics are aware of our operation and confident that they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Dawns are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. I want to see about getting a XP bonus. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given that you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Durandare knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Hallown is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, master. The lives of our allies are at stake. And I cannot talk today. I feel like my experience bar hasn't moved much. Let's see, I'm at 822,923, and I need 1,555,200 to get to level 54. I think it barely moved when I completed that last quest. I think I gotta go out the other way. I can't go out this way, I don't think. If memory serves me correctly. It's gonna be one of the most boring posts ever. Cause like, this is a cliff, a drop off. Only like anybody on a winged creature would come this way, but I guess it could happen. My big old handsome man over there. My dog's looking at me, laying on his bed. My big old baby. Daddy loves you. Yeah. Big old baby. That angry chipmunk. I'm gonna peek outside just for curiosity real quick. Be right back. Won't take me but a moment. My dog's gonna get up like, where you going, Daddy? Where you going? I don't see how my Aunt Mary does it. She lives next door to me. She's always got her front door open. And it's like hot outside. Like she doesn't have her AC on. Or she can afford paying an AC bill, her electricity bill, leaving her front door open like that. I mean, she's got a screen door in front of that, but I'm gonna have a couple of these cookies. I know my dog's gonna go nuts when that Lee Company person comes over. Our house is in so much disarray because we've had to move things around. Sunday, turn that down. Sunday we woke up to like water being at the base of our, when we step out of the shower, and my wife and I both immediately thought, oh no, the water heater, because we've lived here 7 years and it was here when we moved in, so we're thinking, you know, it was probably it. And we went in the laundry room and there was water all around where the water heater goes, and we thought, water heater. So Sunday morning I'd bought a new water heater. Had my brother put it in for me. I mean, I was gonna pay someone to come do it, but my brother wanted to help, so I paid him $50 to put that in. But long story short, we don't think it was the water heater. It was the back of the faucet of the shower on the hot water side was leaking. And I happened to notice it was dripping like crazy. This is new, I haven't been over here before. Checking my headphones. Rendezvous with your house. Okay. I can't wait to get better armor for my chocobo. That's gonna be cool. So, then later that night, after having the water heater put in, I realized that we had a leak behind the shower, and that was probably the whole reason in the first place we had the leak. So my brother, I went and picked up my brother. He came over Tuesday, brought him over here, and I had bought parts to replace everything behind the shower. And he put it in for me. Didn't take very long. And then the next day I realized that I had put the cold and hot water on the wrong side. I had got them backwards. And I was gonna turn the water off. I have like this valve in the utility room that cuts the water off in the whole house. And I turned it off, and I was going to swap the hoses, but then there was too much water still coming out of the shower after turning it off because of the pressure from the water heater. So I was like, well, crap. It's too late in the evening, and I had to go to work the next day to worry about it. So I was going to turn the water back on and just deal with it later, like on my day off. So when I went to go turn the water back on, the water valve that turns the water off and on in the house broke. Because it's apparently 20 years old. So now my wife and I are again stuck without water. And hopefully tonight, or this afternoon, in about 2 hours, when Lee Company comes over, it's going to be like about a $50 surcharge for them to come over and look at it. And then the person's going to quote me a price of how much it'll cost him to fix it. And hopefully it will not be out of our price range. Because my wife and I, we don't make a whole lot of money. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of money. What's up, big baby? You want some loving? Oh, you want some loving? Yeah. Yeah, you want some love, loves? Yeah. You're a big boy. Yes, I know. Daddy loves you. You're a big puppy dog. You're a big loving boy right here. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. That's a giant lugger right there. I mean, I've seen giant luggers before, but that's a giant lugger. Hmm. time to go. Kind of late for the fight. Oh well. Hey, you want to go outside, baby? Go outside? Go potty? You know? Okay. Let me go let my dog out. Who let the dogs out? Let me tell you, if you don't know what it's like to go a couple days without water, it sucks. Can't wash your dishes. You have to pour gallons of water in your tank to flush the commode. Washing your hands with sanitizer. Then, if your commode gets stumped up, then you have to pour an extra gallon of water in there after unstomping it. So you waste a gallon of water trying to flush your commode, which was the problem I had earlier. I had to go to the bathroom. TMI, but with my commode stomped up, I'm like, son of a bitch, really? When it rains, it pours. Not only did I get the feeling to go to the bathroom 3 minutes into my stream when I'm making coffee, I gotta go. Shit. Exactly. I'm like, really? Really? And then the commode stomps up. I'm like, son of a biscuit. By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow? Their bodies must be recovered and... No. We have not the men to spare, not now. Not while Ice Hopper passed to summon that abomination. The Hereticus you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the Guardian's watches at our outpost of Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner with this information. The heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The time table has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. Let's see something funny. House Durandar must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the stone vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. $48,000 experience. I need a buttload of more experience before I hit 54. Time is of the essence, Master. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unaware. Superior training and equipment will avail them not till they are cut down ere the swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Aramis everything we have discovered. My wife's supposed to get done at 1 at the, she goes and volunteers her time at an animal shelter on her day off. And she's supposed to be done like 39 minutes ago. She says, I'll be leaving soon. And that was like 20 minutes ago. She texted me at 1:15. Yeah, about 20 minutes ago. Hang on, guys. Master, this is a welcome surprise. Perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... You have my gratitude, truth be told. We suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have the confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. As Commander Lavala have been informed, the Braves must be aware. Cool. It must be here. I am certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity that this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it! This is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and snuff this damnable summoning. There she is. Come here, girl. I thought Lucifer was a boy. I thought he was a boy, and he has a twin sister that's somewhere else. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Yetta. I thought he was the boy and the other one was the girl. It's so hard to tell. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are giving us similar... Or maybe they were talking about Yetta. I don't know. Commander Libeletta. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances of some half dozen tunnels. After spotting the enemy breaking the surface, but that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords. My wife's finally texting me. Yep. She'll be here after 2 o'clock. Have to take Caleb home first. Great. To defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We're going in. A moment, Alphanod. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we enter the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty on our allies, would become an obstacle to escape. Yep, I change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Admeric and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call all upon your allies. Though not too many, or Palavo will sulk. probably gonna be like a party effort thing. Here we go. Yeah? Cool. It's pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah, the basic game is $20, and then the new expansion is like 40. Yeah. And my dog's going in. Hey. Move. Out of the way. Move. Move. Get out of the way. Jesus. Out of the way, Jack. Good God. Dog would not get out of my way. Trying to quickly get back to my chair. He's like, what? Which way to go? It's okay, Jack. Okay, just trying to get to my seat. Yeah, I have it on PC and PS4, which if I get on with like a bunch of my friends, I get on PC so I can talk to them better. Cool. Yeah, I hear you. All right, man. Have fun. See you in game, maybe. Who knows? Hmm. Fighting a giant yeti. Holy moly. Don't need any of that stuff. Cool. The music's nice. I almost died there. Had a hybrid gator. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh. An ice wolf. Big one. Some kind of ice wolf. Cool. Figures I died the last boss. Oh, I received 2-player accommodations. Cool. I mean, I did pretty good till the very end. I couldn't get to behind the ice cube fast enough. That was my first time doing that boss fight. I didn't notice the queue there until it was too late.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light. Yes, I know who you are, and
What?
you know who I am.
What?
I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
Eorzea. I thought I was going to be fighting her and not some giant dog. But oh well. I'm closer to hitting 54. That took longer than I expected. What news, Master? Well, I fought a giant dog, I died, and the rest of the party left me there to lay upon my bosom. The Iceheart is but a... That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the Temple Knights have begun to survey the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they will even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for the fight against heretics? The Crystal Braves could certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised, Master. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Minfilia and Urangir have been busy pursuing the archives of House Four Temps, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you're intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day events, don't. The Ascendants should be here any minute. I can only assume people enjoy subjecting themselves to the cold. Shiver. Another 48,000 experience points. Yeah, clean my glasses. They are a bit dirty. Just a bit. Ascendant, you come to us straight from the archives of House of Fortemps. I trust your time there proved fruitful. Would that it had. Iranga and I scored countless texts, but what we found was questionable veracity. Accounts of Sheba's life are deeds, and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins according to the Ishgarian faith. Yet, in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortemps. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich might take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. Sir, yes, sir. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not the will of Helon that your ancestors came to this land, where they took up arms against the Dravenians? Why would they have done it in your position? Why would they have done in your position? Or what would they have done in your position, I wonder? These are those who believe that faith is in a reincarnation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteousness, fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret these scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and Scripture tells us only so much. Would that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. I welcome trade at the negotiating table, to be sure, less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap it does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Sheba was real. A living, breathing woman. Of that can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being Good King Mughal Mog 12. The myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mughals' guard. Saint Sheila may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation who yearn of the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals of conviction, Minfilia, crystals and convictions, Minfilia. They have them both in abundance, if I can speak correctly. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the Atherit ice hearts used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another Atherit somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second Atherit, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only presume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route, most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlayan may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I do not think how long it would take us to survey the entire tunnel system. It could take a while. I'll probably have to get off here in 40 minutes. When Mithila looks into our Ithrit problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Korthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for the leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you were not aware. Good. I knew you would understand. Yo-Yo Haas can apprise you of the details. I'm probably butchering that name. Yu Haas? It's either Yu Haas or Yu Hayes. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them in their work. Ours is more pressing. And there goes my chocobo. You are here, Master. Commander Lobo instructed me to await you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Uldai, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted and making a definite pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself will be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. I'm gonna get me a soda to drink. I'm a bit parched. I didn't mean to scare you, baby. I always trying to get to my seat. Okay? You're always in my way when Daddy's in a hurry trying to get somewhere in the house. Big old babies. God, he loves you. Daddy loves a handsome man. He's a big old puppy puss. I'm trying to quit. Trying to quit drinking these Starbucks coffee drinks that you can get at gas stations and grocery stores. Double shot and triple shot. Triple shots are my favorite, but I am trying to quit drinking those, and my wife keeps buying them for me. I'm like, hello, diabetic. Ugh. You know, I never really thought about it. Never gave it much thought. But my wife is probably more of an, I guess the word is extrovert. Not an introvert, but an outervert, or whatever the word is. I'm more of an introvert. I like to stay home and chill and do things at home. My wife, when she's off work, she likes to go volunteer her time at the animal shelter. Even if we ain't got no money, she'll go and window shop. She likes to go to like the Goodwill and buy cheap clothes when she needs them. Or even when she don't really need clothes, she'll go and buy more clothes. She'll buy a pair of pants with a collar on them just because they're $5. Hmm. That was that big mofo that killed me earlier. I ain't gonna be messing with him right now. Ugh. Let's see if one of my friends is on Discord. Oh, he is online. What's up, Lan? I'm normally at work today, but I called out sick. I was not feeling very well this morning. You see, I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. Mr. Lancer, hello, good afternoon. Great. Why send me an audio message? You sent me an audio message, honey. You don't have to say period at the end. I think you were trying to do the speech to text, but you sent me an audio message. Love you, be careful. What's up, man? My wife was telling me she just dropped a friend off. She went to volunteer time at the animal shelter. She's like, just dropped Caleb off on my way home, period. I got Lee coming out today in about an hour. To replace a valve in my house so we can have water again. Oh, I got stunned. Lan, I think I got me a new job. I believe I got me a new job with a company called Jay's Express. They deliver packages for Amazon to people's houses. I'm waiting on my background check to come back good, and then I'm going to turn in my 2 weeks notice at my security job. Hopefully in a few weeks, I will be delivering packages to people's houses ordered by Amazon in a van, working around 8 hours a day, or I'd say 10 hours a day, making $15 an hour. Pretty excited about it. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretic's tracks that I almost failed to notice that I had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me, and I got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups in 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, doesn't it, though? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our research to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. But yeah, I did my pretty simple and really easy application. Just had to submit a resume and my name and everything, and I had to take a picture of myself against a white background, do an assessment thing about my personality in the very beginning, and I did my background check yesterday afternoon, and it could take up to 10 days for that to clear. So I'm pretty excited about it. The guy was asking me why I wanted, what makes me want to get into that kind of business. I said I am burned out and tired of the security life, and I need something, less stressful, and something more fulfilling than constantly telling people where the bathrooms and the food court is located, random stores. Saying earlier, I normally would be at work right now. I get off at 3, but I called out sick today. Was not feeling well this morning. I am through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those bluecoats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Like, oh shit. The warrior of light. Well, stay with him then, if you think your fare any better. Now, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks, where blood must be shed. Yet, your lands are ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I have done no wrong. None but meet the secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all! So dramatic. Fancy meeting you here, Master. I presume you work with the third brought you hither? What a tangled web. Least you wonder we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with us. It came to our attention during the course of the investigation into the Ivy. It beggars a belief. I know, but it seems your favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yulgulary and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphanud is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for the spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land to prevent the tragedy which befell Dhamma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work that they promise will require a very particular set of skills skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. This is the most generous offer, Lady Yugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear from time to time, know that I shall never be far, and shall always be watching. A comforting thought, come, Master. Let us wait inside Captain Ilberg and to return to deliver his report. Hola, ¿cómo estás, señor Lan? Haha. ¿Cómo estás? Mucho. Mucho. I'm gonna sell some stuff. Nice. Nice. Let me do something here real quick. Here we go. I believe this is a Phoenix down. I wasn't able to use it during a fight, a big boss fight earlier. Maybe because it wasn't in my hotbar. I don't know. It wouldn't let me use it. But in theory, the billow plumage of the fledgling phoenix, a legendary bird that once upon the fury death said to rise from its own ashes, kind of like in Harry Potter, and its little blaze of glory, when placed upon the body of one who is incapacitated, it will instantly revive the person, while some cultures... I may not be able to use it on my own. Let me ask some friends on the Discord channel here. Ugh, my nose. Itching. Dude, I've had so many problems this week with my water situation. Got the water heater put in Sunday or Monday. I think it was Sunday. I can't remember. And then my brother came down Tuesday to help me fix the pipes behind my shower. I had to get stuff, and he helped install that for me. And then I realized I had the hot and cold backwards. The night before last, I was gonna turn the water off, and I was gonna swap the hoses, but there was too much water pressure coming out from the water heater, and it was late, and I didn't want to mess with it that night. So I was like, well, I'll do it again. I'll do it another day when I have time to drain the water heater and swap the hoses. Well, I go to turn the water main valve back on for the rest of the house. This valve that I turned off turns off the water in the entire house. And it's in my utility room. And when I went to go turn it back on, the ball valve broke. And it's stuck in the off position. And some of the piping is going to have to be replaced with the valve. And I have no knowledge how to do that, so I'm going to pay to have leak company come out and fix it. But I think Mama's home. Captain Ilbert seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we spread another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our times as it is. Welcome home, baby. You okay? Okay. You got buzzed. Oh, you mean boozed. Like, what are you doing drinking and driving away? 48,000 experience. Let me subtract my numbers here. About 30 minutes ago. Yeah. There's one jug in the bathroom still. I had to refill it twice earlier this morning because he got stomped up and it wasted a gallon trying to flush, and I had to go refill it. I had to unstomp it and refill it and flush it again. Yeah, me too. I hope it isn't gonna cost us over what we can pay. Alright, I need 436,445 points of experience to get. That divided by 4,800 experience, yeah, that I just got, that I seem to be getting every time I finish a quest. That divided by 4,800. Wow. I gotta get, if I get that amount every time I complete a quest, I have to complete 91 more quests before I get level 54. 91 more quests. That's insane. That's insane in the membrane. And I'm only going to play for 30 more minutes because, well, I'm going to stream for 30 more minutes because the lead company person will be coming about 3:30, I'm guessing. Are you there, Mr. Land? How are you, sir? Captain Ilbert, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Sheila. We have since handed him over to the Isgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired the information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary steps of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame-stationed Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that deeds did not unfullified. By virtue of this role, he was privy to the details of all shipments bound for the settlements. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Fortips. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I guessed which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved, at least. But what of the Ivy? Well, are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider then that investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say the agent is among Rabba's in the innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork of the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked, and remain above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the 3 grand companies, Aldaz was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa Lamincia and Grodania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well into the formation of Maelstrom and over the Order of the Twin Ada. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Aldaz's military was made up of desperate orders, most of which were glorified mercenaries companies that answered only to their only paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment to which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties robbers faced when founding the Immortal Flames were all well known. Even after they had convinced the fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than now. Do you know, I forgot you were off today and doing the animal shelter thing. Yeah, I could have had the lead company guy come at 2:30, around 2 today, instead of 3. You see, I thought I was going to work today, so I told him after I get off at 3 o'clock, I'll be home about 3:30. I could have had him come. Yeah, and I thought you would be at work right now at Office Depot. I mean, not Office Depot, Lowe's. The Immortal Flame has been caught between conflicting interests in public and the private. Though the Montrius ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not of charity that they did so, but simply self-preservation. Monterist. Had Neil Van Darnus's ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure there would have never been risked supplying Rabaz with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranked flames. Any one of them could be the Ivy. Desiring a deal to blow against the Empire and refugees, we're eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from there ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Does my chat quit working? I hope not. Mr. Lancer, are you there? Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in the unexpected crystal shipments. What you doing, big baby? What you doing, babies? Oh, what you doing? You happy mama's home? Yeah, you happy mama's home? Yeah. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in the like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Ser Eremic, informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abattoirs. Hopefully the information will be of some use in the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I'm aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As Commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, Master, as the realm's stoutiest champion. 'Tis only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the Ascendant has already given her consent, lest you worry. Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude your business with Iceheart, but until the path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Menphilia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure the alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Grodania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nafika's altar, and we shall make our way to Lotus Stand together. Tendrils of Intrigue. New Grodania. Okay. Cool. I left you a cookie. They're sweet, but not super sweet. They're good, though. Kind of crummy, gotta make sure you have a plate. Mr. Land, what you doing, Mr. Land? I'm not sure when I'm gonna get back to playing Last of Us 2. Probably Sunday when I'm off. I'm praying that my background check doesn't take very long, and I can turn in my 2 weeks notice in the middle of my work week, so my last day will be like on a Wednesday or Thursday, because I don't want to work on a Saturday anymore. I don't want my last day to be on the most busiest day of the work week. Cool. Oh, you got boozy, huh? I guess Lan is AFK. Someone's playing some music that sounds like an old keyboard. Like from the 90s keyboard you'd get for like Christmas. This is a very annoying sound. Mr. Majadi, are you there, sir? Speak now, ever hold your peace. Where are you? Where are you, Sir Lan? Let me go this way. Mr. Lan, where are you? I'm probably gonna continue to play, but I don't want to be streaming when the lead company guy comes over. Cool. Okay, just checking on you, man. You've been awfully quiet. Where do I go? I'm going to have to ask the lead company person when they come over, how do I print off this coupon that the lady on the phone told me about, because I can't. I mean, it says 20% discount, but I don't see where I can print off a 20% coupon on the lead company website. The lady on the phone said I can print off a 20% discount to give to the repair person, but I couldn't find anywhere on their website. I went to the plumbing thing and it talks about a 20% discount, but I didn't see anywhere on the page to. I should just teleport over here. But I couldn't figure out where to print it out at. My thing's becoming messed up. When you are ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the lotus stand. The Alliance leaders await you in the lotus stand. Will you be joining them now? I'm gonna go back in there and look in a little bit. When 15 minutes is up, or when this is over.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the Ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Well, that was fun. That was exciting. Alphanod has a twin sister, and they look almost identical. It's weird. But they had a disagreement on something in a story a while back, and you don't see much of her. They went their separate ways. They were like two pairs in a pod. They were side by side all the time. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations Eorzea are no nearer to being in one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. Headset's about to die. I need to charge it. And then the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little as less is common to the common folk. Take the Laminians. I can't talk today. Laminsons, for instance. Though the Admiral Merwood outlawed privacy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as herets who talk to trees, and the Uldai scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Alda society, Delagie, for example, but that is beside the point. The fact that the people who are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not, on that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cardanu is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke of the Observatorium, Captain Ilberg has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is likely come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, Master. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilberg near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be a development in Corythus, you may be sure that I will spin word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Alright. Speak to the Ilberg in the Gridania. Need to dust the entertainment center, babe. It's a bit dirty. I'll probably do that here in about a few minutes. People like to hang around the giant crystals. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end my stream. That lead company guy is going to be calling soon, and I want to, answer the phone and talk to the guy without streaming. Thanks for watching, Lynn. I didn't get to see much, but thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. I'll be on maybe tomorrow afternoon when I get home from work to do a couple hours of Last of Us 2, and I'll be on Sunday. I don't think I have anything major planned for Sunday. You have a good one too, sir. I'll see you later.